everybody. Welcome to Spikey Saturday number 301 on the Man Leek. I'm John, as always, where we are playing a dead format. Took 10 minutes to get a queue to fire with like 3 false starts. I guess we'll take a Sigarda. 4/4 Flample for 4 is kind of nuts. Human Anthem in green-white is pretty easy to do. Does her Coven even matter? I've never played her. When she attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different power, Coven. Look at the top 5. Human, hand. Sure. Easy pick. Maybe you could make a slight argument for Infernal Grasp, but you can't. You certainly can't. You watching right now. Here we've got an Ottercoat Rider if we just want to force our rare, which I'm tempted to do. Nebelgast is probably the best pick, but I'll take an Ottercoat Rider and just force some stuff. I don't even want to hear what you have to say about that card. Clear Shot and a Contortionist Troop and a Search Party Captain. Ugh. I want them all. We're going to take the Clear Shot, obviously, but oof. I would like both of them. This is a good pack for not blue-black, and I love to see it. Shot, Troop, Captain / Revelation. Heck yeah. Slash versus Neonates Rush. What a joke. Okay. There's always the chance we're red-white, and we could splash Sigarda. That would also be a very human-y deck. Sunrise Cavalier is amazing. I'm not taking a Timberland Guide here just to stick on green, or a Hauler. I'm not taking a Hedgewitz's Mask. This is probably the best card, but let's take the Cavalier. I doubt I would splash the Cavalier if we do end up green-white, but we'll see. Well, a Brigand is pretty good as well if we are going to be red-white. Again, I'm not taking the Timberland Guide just to get into green. We'll see where we go from here. It's nice that Sigarda does pump the front half of the werewolves. Alright, we'll see if we get a signal. Once again, recording at night instead of in the morning, so we have a drink. Well, we may just be green-white. We'll take a Join the Dance. It's better than anything else going on here. The drink of choice is a gin and tonic with Empress Gin, hence the color. We've got a Timberland Guide here, which now I think I'll finally take one. Over a Ritual Guardian. I don't much care about the Ritual Guardian. If we're going to be green-white, we're going to want Coven, which means Timberland Guide really helps you get Coven going. And I don't think passing this is a signal in any way, shape, or form. Homestead Courage honestly doesn't horrifyingly suck. It only mostly sucks. We could take the Rockfall Veil if we think we might splash a red card. I'm not splashing either of these red cards if I do end up in green-white. But if we end up in red-white, this could help us splash Sigarda. So we'll just take the land. Well, if we're going to be humans, we know we're going to be humans, so I'll take a Flare of Faith here. It'll do the thing we need to do. I think I'm on green-white, but we'll see what else we get. We know we have to be white. We can't be red-green and splash Sigarda. Blessed Defiance we can put in the deck. Jack-o'-lantern would also help me splash, but let's try to get a little bit more white. It's not my favorite combat trick. I don't even know where it is in the data anymore. Because I like to ignore the data because I think it's making every single one of you a worse drafter. If I'm going to be red, I want the Revelation. So let's take it. I'm not going to miss a Might of the Old Ways. Well, we could take a Tireless Hauler if we are going to be green-white. I'm not taking the Hedge Witch's Mask, so there was no actual conversation there. I think I've got more reasons to be green-white than to be red-white, but it is close. Timberland Guide helps close that gap slightly. And what do we get here? We get a mediocre uncommon in the rare slot. What an awful pack for any direction we want to go. I don't want any of this. What is it? It's a 2/3 flying haste, which is a fine uncommon, maybe even a common. If a spell would deal damage to me or another permanent you control, prevent. Okay, so pro burn randomly. And then if we burn, a little bit more damage. Yeah, this is a terrible pack for us. This is a good pack for blue-black with a Grasp, an Organ Hoarder, even a Crawl. Well, we'll take the rare. It is not drawing me into red, though. This will draw me into green. Hey, guess what? 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 We decided on our second color. So we're green-white. Absolutely sold because we got this unreasonable pile of garbage that they printed. So we've got Veteran, I think. So I don't care for Veteran. I don't think it's amazing. I will die on the hill that Candletrap is better. I don't give a damn what the data says. I don't give a damn what best of one drafters say. They're wrong. But I think it's better than everything else here. This is sideboard only. This should wheel. I don't care for that. I've already got 2 of those. Defend the Celestis is tempting, but not tempting enough. So I'll take the Veteran here. But that's way higher than I would ever like to pick that card. Silversmith is fine. It's going to help us get Coven. It's just a decent card. It's a lot of value. It's 4 power and 5 toughness for 4 mana. This would be great in the side. I doubt that would make the deck. But let's take Silversmith. Liberator's great to see. Definitely over a Veteran. Over a Mob for sure. Over a Guide for sure. Oof. Pick 6 Burly Breaker. Sold. Sold, sold, sold. Bird Admirer. We do need 3 drops. And it's fine. Yeah, we'll take that. It's a curve filler more than anything else, as will this be. What was this again? This is just terrible, right? Yeah. Take the Guardian. So there's the courage that I talked about, how we might, maybe, want 1. I doubt we will, but we'll see. Okay, so white, white, green, green. Nice, 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 nice. Duel is fine. We're gonna be pushing to have Coven. One of these is fine. They're not an amazing card. You really want your fight spells to always pump, and this only sometimes pumps. But I'm gonna. Not even punished. Not even punished. And there's my sideboard card. Perfect. Nobody's in green. Nobody's in green. And we got rewarded. He looks like some wrestler. I don't think we want a third one, but we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't hate playing this deck right now. I mean, we're taking you. But which were you? Oh, you're the Anthem. Yeah, you're the Anthem. Well, I guess we're just playing green-white mythics, because this is a mythic. It just accidentally got printed as a rare for some reason. Sold. We would prefer you to not be a 2-drop. You are technically a 4-drop. This deck looks pretty good. We don't need you. I'll take a search party captain. Like, how did they print this at Mythic and not this? That shows they don't test for limited. Easy search party captain here. Yeah, and we'll pretend it's a 3-drop. Because we hope it'll usually be a 3-drop. I do want some more 3-drops. I want to lower this curve a bit. We're not splashing any red. We can get rid of that veil. I don't really want a Cathars. I don't want a Bramble Armor. I don't want a Rejuvenator. I don't want anything here. So we'll take the Cathars, but I still need a playable, but it's not that. It might be this. A second Ritual Guardian. I'm not playing a second Tireless Hauler. Yeah, a second Ritual Guardian. Okay, we got 23 playables. Some of them are very good. Kind of wish I got a Candle Trap or two. Uncolor Duel. Sure. Sure. Gavany Trapper. We can pretend that's removal, right? Cut one of these Timberland guides. 16 creatures, 15 humans. Nice. What's our... Oh, Sigarda, obviously, is our non-human. Nice. Literally nothing here. So let's hate out a Socialite. So our plan is to get to 6 mana and then win. Sounds like a good plan. I will do a reminder that on October 30th, hey, there's the Candle Trap. On October 30th, that is 2 weeks from now, over on twitch.tv/TheManaLeak, I'll be doing my annual 24-hour charity stream for Extra Life, raising money for my local children's hospital in memory of my sister. It's going to be 24 hours of Magic and Jackbox games and Choice Chamber, and I'm going to do some Lego building. I've got the Super Mario 64 block that transforms into like 3 of the Mario 64 levels. We'll take another Join the Dance here that I'm pretty excited to build. And, of course, tons of giveaways. I've got 4 packs of Midnight Hunt Collector's Boosters we'll give out. I've got 2 GP Foil Lightning Bolts and a Judge Foil Grand Arbiter Augustin. We'll take a Sun Gold Barrage here. I think that's going to live in the sideboard, but we'll see. I'm going to throw in another Judge promo or 2 of value over $100. We've got $200 split up 4 ways for Cool Stuff Inc. Inked Gaming is giving me $10 for every $100 we raise. WotC is going to be giving me some arena codes, all kinds of stuff that will be given away over those 24 hours. So make sure you come check it out. It'll be a fun time. I think I'm over... Am I over $500 already? I feel like I saw that today. Yeah, because I got the silver medal today. So we've already raised 500. Last year we raised 5,000. I would love if we could do that again. Last year was shocking and surprising. But if we do it again this year, that would be awesome. All right, we need 3 cuts. Let's get rid of the crappiest combat trick, Blessed Defiance. We do have more creatures than I think, because 2 of these are Join the Dance. I think we can main a Sun Gold Barrage. It'll just handle some things that we need to handle. We don't need a Homestead Courage. And we can cut like our crappiest creature, which might be a Tireless Hauler. Or maybe one of these Ritual Guardians. No, the way you die in this format is like being an idiot who has a 5-drop and the game doesn't go to turn 5. So we'll cut Tireless Hauler. 6152. Cool. There's the deck. Let's play. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have not dived into a prize schedule yet, but there will be a prize schedule so you can see what prizes are being given away roughly when. I don't have a schedule for what we're going to do, but typically it's magic, 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 magic. I start to get tired. Jackbox games, magic. Choice chamber, magic. Marbles for an hour, magic. That's a one-lander. That's my experience in this format a lot. We're going to mull that. Yeah, I guess we'll keep that one. And we'll get rid of the Defend the Celestis because that might be hard to cast. I have briefly started to think about the schedule because, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing Lego building. That Lego build, I suspect. All right, well, we don't get to play Magic, I guess. I suspect will take about 6 hours, and I don't want to do that as like a 6-hour chunk. I want to do like an hour while I have a coffee, or an hour while I have a snack. So that'll be split up through the day. And yeah. Magic. Luckily this doesn't happen often. This happens only once every 100 games or so. Is what people will tell you if you dare complain about variance in Magic. So how do we stay in this? We play a 3-drop into a counter spell and lose the game, yeah? Yeah. So if you feel like, defending Magic and telling me how I'm just complaining about variance and therefore I'm bad at Magic, I would love to see your explanation of what I was supposed to do here to not have this happen. Leave that in the comments instead of just being a dick. That's a thing you could do. It's a thing you could do. Pass of the turn. And you just like sat there and did nothing last turn. Why? These were tapped, so they didn't even have Scab Wrangler's ability up. You're gonna devious cover up that, okay. So you decided you didn't want to devious cover up the thing that stopped you from attacking last turn? Why? I mean, I'm going to ask you to show me more counter spells, please. Are these two 1/1s going to, like, hold down the fort? I mean, no, if they have a flip the switch, right? This doesn't help the Coven plan, but it helps spread out the 2 powers. Okay. No attacks. Pretty good. I mean, okay. So you're going to take me to 2? Okay. Well, you're not tapping anything down now. Drop Sigarda, hold up, duel for dominance. Do you have more friggin' counter spells sitting in your hand? Yeah, you've got another devious cover up. Cool. I'm not allowed to comment on the shittiness of Magic the Gathering. Because that means you're a bad player. And I don't try to do that. So the 5 of you who regularly downvote the videos, have at it. Fun fact for those of you who actually are here and supporting the channel, there's a group of like 5 people who regularly every video hit that downvote button. So if you're here and enjoy what you do and want to support the channel, I would love if you did take the time to hit that thumbs up button to really stick it to those 5 dickwads. You know, just saying. 3 Drop a 3/5. Hope that we never need white mana, I guess. Because that's too much to ask for in Magic, right? To be allowed to play the game. They have no problems with mana in their shitty 30, 41, 42 card, 3-color deck. So that's cool. It's real cool. Okay. Counter me, bro. Counter me. Come on, bud. Come on. There you go. No white source? Cool. Who needs it? Who needs it? Who needs it? Luckily, mana issues like this only happen about 1 in every 100 games or so. One in every 100 games or so. But John, you're winning. Why are you complaining? Because at some point, the Grixis deck with natural perfect Grixis mana, despite casting multiple double blue spells and various black spells, will answer this creature, and then I'm dead. Screw your Awakener. Sure. Candle Trap your Awakener. Okay. 4/4 will actually be a problem. At least if Magic is going to be like this all night, that's the splash. This is the deck we're losing to, eh? This is the deck we're going to lose to. We're not going to get our Huntmaster countered. We'll drop the Ritual Guardian because we can pay for the Flip the Switch. Flip the Switch is 3, right? I think it's 3. Okay. Boy, this person had some spells countered once in their life and said never again. Never again will they ever get a friggin' spell countered. Hey, look, I got this guy. Yeah, sure, cast your 7-drop and die. I'm fine with that. My god. The friggin' mana system pisses me off. Why was that so... Oh, because it was from their hand. That's cute. That's pretty cute. Okay. Okay. So we attack in with all, and as is, they die. So let's do a check for interaction. What could they have? Olivia's Midnight Ambush. There it is. So this is them taking 1, unfortunately. So we'll go Lunark's Veteran. And do we somehow still not even make it to a friggin' game 3? Is that what getting stuck on lands does to you? Because that looks like it's what happened to me. They let the flip happen. That's intriguing. Because you wanted to Midnight Ambush that. This is a pile of crap. This is a deeply unfun game to be playing. Okay, guess I'll die. What a pile of crap. We did not get to participate in this match because of the mana system. And our opponent got to do everything they ever wanted to because of the mana system. And that's the feature. You let crap players win sometimes. I'm not specifically calling this person a crap player. I'm saying that is the feature of Magic. This was massively frigging frustrating games of Magic. Like, that makes me want to quit Magic for good. That was a pile of garbage due to the rules of Magic and due to the design of this set. So, here's the thing. I wasn't going to rant in this video because the YouTube commenters got under my friggin' skin. And I was like, all right, let's not say anything. People are going to say that Magic has always had variance. Magic has always had variance. Why are you complaining about variance now? Magic has always had variance, and sets were designed around that variance. Sets were designed around the natural flaws of the mana system, where, for example, you would draw 2 colors of stuff that you can't cast in your hand. So you would have a turn or 2, maybe, way back when, 3, to get those lands without getting run over. The sets this year have been so stupidly designed and overpowered to appeal to casual commander players who want to sit down and slam cards into each other and see who wins first, means that you have no time. You can't stumble. And you don't get to decide if you stumble or not in Magic the Gathering due to the way the land system works. That is why I have been so deeply frustrated by the past year of limited set design. The variance is now a significant problem because the sets are no longer designed understanding the flaws of that system. So, like, we have to keep this, and we have to just hope that we magically get our green source. Like that last opponent who just magically had all 3 colors every single friggin' game. Man, I'm sorry. That last game took it the F out of me. Those last 2 games, that last match, was prototypical of my massive issues with the past year of Magic. It was deeply unfun. I guess we're candle trapping the 3/1 that could sack itself to get rid of the candle trap. Like those were soul crushing games. Those were quit magic for good games. Block with your commando because it's not doing anything else. And then I just want to flood the board just a little bit so that we can get our intrepid adversary antheming the team next turn with a pretty wide board. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, sure. So like our opponent here, I think mulliganed. And then I think they had... That last turn was vaguely a turn off. And as a result, I think they're about to get somewhat overrun. I guess the 3/4 is a slight problem, but not next turn when we have Celestis up. They're going to flip it on back. Discards a swamp. In with almost team. Mm-hmm. 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 You got more removal? It's pretty fucking cute. Okay. Like, I do think I need to impress upon you how, in the old days, there were cards that didn't have anything here. They were called vanilla creatures. There were usually at least 5, sometimes more than 5. Semi-frequently, you happily played them. This year, we have had 4 sets. We have a 5th one coming in 4 weeks. This year, we have had 3 vanilla creatures. 3. But I suspect that's the thing. I suspect that limited is just not for me anymore. I suspect that they have discovered that commander players will spend more money. And so if they appease commander players, they will make more money. And I don't like the sit down, draft whatever you feel like, smash cards into each other and see who wins first bullcrap. I find it incredibly unfun. Every common does stuff. I basically need them to attack into this Flare of Faith, and that's not going to happen for a good long while. Or I need to hit Sigarda. It's not the creature that I wanted you to attack in with. But I guess this sort of works. Because, like, now I can do this. So that's dead. Still gets a friggin' counter. Onto the Sanctifier. That dies. Onto the Occultist. And then we still have to deal with the Sanctifier. So I guess we have a pair of X4s. No attacks. I think we have to wait out for our Sigarda or some dual craft trainer. Pretty friggin' good. Now they have a 10 power creature. That we have to double block, and then they still have a dual craft trainer. But at least this card, the best white one-drop creature ever printed, will help us. So yeah, when I'm frustrated about Magic, and I say some negative things about Magic, don't get up my ass about saying negative stuff about Magic. Because games like this show exactly why I get pissed off about Magic. And I would love if any of you, were already in attacks. I wanted to be in the beginning of freaking combat step. Friggin' arena. If any of you have any bright idea of what I should have done differently in these games, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Oh, cute. Keeps me alive-ish. Block. Block. Chomp. Tap. Eat. Yeah, just barely keeps me alive. We tap the 3/1. And then we do have to chump chump. Technically gains us life. We lose our anthem, but we lose our creatures anyways, so, you know. More creatures, of course, because why not? That'll give not lifelink. And we are still not quite dead. Of course. Of frickin' course. Of course. It's just throw your cards on the table and see who wins first. It's not interesting. It's not clever. It's incredibly boring. And I don't care if it's more accessible to new players. It makes the game worse. It makes the game deeply worse. They have 7 cards left in their library. Yeah, we still have to tap down Leessa here. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Of course, why wouldn't they just have even more absolutely broken, busted-ass creatures? Why wouldn't that be a thing? I guess I better block that. Super interesting choice we had here. This creature dies and draws another creature. And immediately plays it. And goes back to their hand. Super duper clever game design here. So we can kill Leessa. That's a start. And then we can play a Burly Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We take 2 if they were to attack. Now we just die. Just attack me. I'm dead. Come on. Do the friggin' math. Okay. Attack with all, please. Attack with all, please. Attack with all, please. Attack with all, please. There you go. The most merciful thing that can happen is we O2 here. And I will post this video because I think it's deeply important that you see how incredibly frustrating modern limited design is. I think it's incredibly important because there are too many friggin' people out there who are just like, this is the best set ever. You don't like it, you're bad at Magic. And here we are once again wondering if we have to play this out as a 2-drop because who knows when we'll ever see our next land. And if we wait a turn, we just die. Yep, surprise, no lands there. So we have to attack into a Cathar, who's going to eat our Trapper probably. Also that we can play this to desperately ask to find a land, because if we don't, we lose the game. Like, that game hinged on that turn. On turn 3. Games of Magic should never be hinging on turn 3. Constructed, sure, I don't care what happens in Constructed. You can have turn 2 formats. Limited should never hinge on what happens on turn 3. If it does, the designers have failed at their job. So we can do this, and then we can attack and find a human. Outlander Liberator seems fine. Sure. Like, we need them to play Liesa or Gessa here, and then we can just get them. And if they don't, like, I need not a dual craft trainer. Silversmith, I guess. Because we could Sun Gold the Silversmith, because we just need to end the game, right? So we Sun Gold that, we Candle Trap that. We attack in, they jump there, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, they go to 3, and we get a Silversmith to pump the team. Because why wouldn't there be a 4 mana 5/6 common, right? Why wouldn't there be a 4 mana 5/6 common? Thank God. All right, back in. And once again, I apologize for the grumpiness, but that first match of Magic was the utter definition of trash, and it happens constantly in this format, and it's because of the design of the format. Because you have to design Magic formats with the land system in mind. And as we reach a point where every single card has rules text and every card draws copies of cards and every card dies into a copy of itself or an upgraded version of itself, that directly spits in the face of set design based around the mana system. Because it means that you don't get to experience variance. Variance will kill you immediately. And like, once again, we're like, well, if we don't affect the board here, we probably die. So here's my unfortunate 3-1. And then they've got what? A Cathar Commando? So we'll go Bird Admirer, get Coven online, should that matter? Play your Cathar Commando. I'm not attacking into it. Play your Cathar Commando. There it is. Jack-o'-lantern. Uh-huh. Now, are they gonna... They've missed their 4th land. Ergo, the game might be over for them. And I think we can try to make the game be over for them by getting a cheap search party captain here. Finding a land and hitting a Ritual Guardian. Didn't pull it off, but we can tap that Candlegrove Witch, and if they miss here, they are probably dead. And I make that statement when the life totals are 23 and 18. You should not be able to make that statement when the life totals are 23 and 18. And yet here we are. Now here I'm a bad Magic player because I should have played the Gavany Silversmith and gotten the counters. We'll pretend that it was because I wanted the Ritual Guardian to have lifelink and have a counter next turn. What I really wanted to do was draw land to play Burly Breaker, but so be it. And yeah, looks like our opponent got Magic the Gathering out. I feel very intelligent for the decisions and choices that I made in this game. Hey, now our Burly Break can come in. Alright, you wanna trade? Bet you don't. That's what we call desperation. Sanctifier. Alright, well now they're just boned. So unmercifully, we have a match 3. But hey, we can't possibly have land issues there because it only happens 1 in every 100 games. I feel like it happens 1 in like 2, 1 in 3. But like I said, it's amplified because of the way modern sets have been designed. They're not designed around the mana system existing. What we need is a cleaning of the house of whoever is like testing limited set design. If they're testing limited set design at all, they might not be. They might just be testing for, I don't know what they're testing for anymore, frankly, with all the standard bans and all the historic bans. And they clearly don't care about modern or legacy or vintage. So I guess the question is, do they even test anymore? They might just test for like, do the cards work? That might be the extent of their testing. They might just test for commander, who knows? All right. This in my day would be called an incredibly good hand. And hey, now it is. Now it is an incredibly good hand. Timberland Guide is a bear. Join the dance. We'll make one of them a bear. If we don't find a 3-drop. Oh, opponent's going to get magicked. Opponent's going to get magicked real hard. Okay. Opponent attempts to not get magicked. Opponent still kind of gets magicked. The old 5 mana 4/4. And they're gone. Oh, that was merciful, I suppose. Okay. We know 2 cards in their deck. Let's go back in. Like, that game was decided on game 2. Or that game was decided on turn 2. That's not the sign of a good limited format. That should not ever happen. Hire me to design your limited format. I will make limited good. I will not attract any new players, I'll tell you that much. but I'll make limited good. My God, those first two matches, or those first two games in the first match, that just set the whole tone for the night. It looks like this one's trying to as well. I need to try to get going here. No more lands. No more lands. We cannot stumble. We stumble and we die. Alright. That's an attempt at no stumbly. I don't like having defend the Celestis against blue. Way too many bounce spells plus counter spells to blow that out. Rise Ode to Ants. There's no way they're going to double block that Liberator, right? No way they'll double block that Liberator. There we go. Just a couple of 5/5s hanging out. I may have to Sun Gold Barrage that Rejuvenator just to make sure it gets used. Keep them off the ants for another turn. Creeper. Shadow Beast setting. Yeah. Too many lands. So we need to keep them off ants next turn if we can. So we'll do that. And we'll come on in for 5. I guess if they draw a land, they just have ants anyways. No, they don't. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no. They need 2 more lands to get ants going. 1 land would get another Shadow Beast. No attacks go to Knight. I like it. I like drawing even more lands. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of our top 14. Let's get in for 5. Let's pass the turn. Memory Deluge? Well, that's going to find a land. But we don't care about 1 land. We care about 2 lands. Even then, we don't really care about 2 lands. So there's 1. They can flashback Sighting, but they're dead in 2 turns. And if we don't draw lands, maybe we can do something. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. Timberland Guide ain't gonna do crap. Ain't gonna do crap. I don't think we need a 6/6. But I believe that was the turn where the game ended. Because I'm at a slight loss as to how we actually get back into this. Like, candle trapping a 4/4 doesn't quite do much. Doesn't quite do much. I think they've got to dissipate in hand too. So there was a big long pause there. Too many lands. We flooded out, we stumbled, we die. Something we have literally no control of in this game that we paid $10 to play. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. They're gonna get another tree next turn. I'm being deeply honest. I had every intention of going into this and attempting to just like soullessly commentate my matches. My opponent has played a Shadow Beast sighting. I have no emotional reaction to it. I have drawn a 0-2 on turn 12. I have played it and now passed the turn. But that first match got me. That was not a good game. That was a real soul crusher. Sure, I'll take 9. Try and stop me. You're gonna mill yourself out if you keep +1ing a Ren here. In limited, you just make 2 tree folk and you say goodbye to Ren because the rest of their abilities suck. I don't even want to show them that. But it might get us back in. God, I don't want to show them that for game 3. They've got 1 dissipate. They have 2 dissipates. And now they know exactly what to save the dissipates for next game. 2 dissipates. Also, we've seen 11 lands. I guess 50% of their deck / hand are lands. It's reasonable. Pretty good. Like, this has been garbage time since around when we drew that 7th land or 8th land. 3, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll go to 1. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. At least I have a video to point to when people are like, what do you mean this set's not good? What do you mean that limited has changed? I've been drafting for 6 months and I think limited is in a great place. But I think that I think that is the crux of the issue. Magic has always had variance, but sets were designed with knowledge of that variance and were designed to help. They were designed with the knowledge that you will miss lands or that you will flood out. Ergo, you need breathing room for that to happen. And it appears that they have forgotten or no longer care about that breathing room. And so now, every game, yes, I know it's not every game, I don't care, go with my hyperbole here for a second. Every game is decided on who's on the play, and who misses a land drop first or who draws one too many lands first. What do you got? Pretty cute. Not cute enough, though. Not cute enough. Don't have a second blue. Okay, you did. Don't pass the turn. Okay, you did. So you've got to dissipate. That's cute. You took 5 because you wanted to hold up your dissipate. That's cute. You gonna Geist Wave me? Sure. You gonna keep your dissipate up again? No. That's a mistake. It's not a mistake. They have to establish the board or they're going to lose. It's a mistake because now, haha, we get to slam something. I might actually slam the Burly Breaker here, because that'll make them sweat pretty badly. Which might make them commit to the board, which then results in us getting to drop Sigarda. Block it. Come on. You don't want to go to 12, right? Ye old 5 mana 8/7 at uncommon. Ward 3. Drownyard Amalgam? Okay. My uncommon 8/7 for 5. Doesn't rightly care. Doesn't rightly care. In with said 8/7? There's got to be a chump here, right? Yeah. Thank you, opponent. I did not want to take them to 1 and play any more of this game. Hi. There were some deeply frustrating games of Magic tonight. And that deeply frustrating first match set the tone for the night. I'm not immune to getting frustrated at Magic. And I am going to discuss flaws with the set because I think it's incredibly important to discuss stuff like that. I know that a lot of people have the opinion of don't say anything negative. That's not how you interact as a customer with a product. If you're the customer of a product and the product is not what you want, you absolutely should voice your opinion on that. The company doesn't have to give a damn. The company doesn't have to care. The company doesn't have to change anything. But you absolutely can voice your negative criticism. I'm not in a personal relationship with WotC. Don't say anything negative if you don't have anything nice to say. Temper your negativity, etc. That's a great thing to have in a personal relationship, in a work relationship. In a customer product relationship, voice your negative opinions. There is nothing wrong with that. And as I said, despite the negativity tonight, I'm going to publish this video because I think that first match was just absolutely prototypical of the issues that I'm having with Limited in the past year. It's a little bit longer than that, but the past year has been really, truly awful for it. I'm hoping things turn around. I really am. I'm hoping that, WotC's favorite excuse of, it's COVID. COVID did it. COVID's the reason everything sucks. COVID's the reason for all this. COVID did it. you know, we had a bad take on Twitter. Well, that was COVID. I'm hoping maybe it was COVID. Maybe the testers not being able to test in person reliably enough led us to this year that we have had of limited Magic. Because the alternative is that they have chosen to make limited Magic this way. And there are a lot of reasons they may have done that. Limited formats have been getting significantly faster. The 3 fastest formats ever released on Magic Arena are the last 3, with each one slightly faster than the last. Faster games equals more games played equals more gems paid. Also, the more variable stuff becomes, the more it becomes like coin flips of, oh man, who misses a land first, who hits a crazy bomb uncommon first, creates a random ratio reward schedule, which if you have any behavioral psych background, you will know is the most addictive reward schedule. A slot machine is way more rewarding than you pushing a button and getting $1 every time. If you push a button and you don't know when you're going to get that $1, you're going to hammer on that button. But if you push a button, get $1, push a button, get $1, push a button, get $1, you'll get bored. You'll get enough dollars that you say, all right, no, I don't want any more dollars, and you walk away. So I worry because I think there are a lot of cases for precisely why limited has been this way, but let's, I guess, hope that it's all COVID. It's all unintentional. Because otherwise, I don't know what I'll do. But if you stuck it through all the way through that little discussion, because that was a discussion that I wanted to have, thank you. You support this channel. You are the reason I keep doing this. A lot of people wonder, if you don't like it, why don't you stop? Because I like doing what I do. I want this game to be better, and so I will hammer my face into the wall to see if it ever gets better. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Please click that thumbs up button if you can, if you are comfortable doing that. Because like I said, there's 5 dicks who hit that downvote button. 2 of them do it within usually 30 minutes of the video going up. They are consistent at what they do. Then the other 3 people, they show up over the rest of the day. But it's always 5. Sometimes there might be an extra one. Sometimes one person might not be there. But otherwise, it's always 5. So if you'd like to combat that, thumbs up. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitch. That's where we hang out. We get to de-stress between games with marbles and stream raiders and chats and board games and all kinds of stuff, and it's fun. And yeah, I'm going to call this video quits and probably not touch this format until Wednesday afternoon on stream. Because that's the point where I've hit with this format where I don't want to play it anymore for fun, but I'll still play it for content, which does make this the best set of the year. See you next week.